my sister.
As I will also enjoy it.
I surely hope so.
I do.
Her hair is pretty nice. I might brush it at the end, but right now I'm gonna actually pull it out of her face a little bit because we're gonna do her makeup. So I'm gonna get a nice hair binder that matches pretty perfectly. And she has very long hair, as you can see.
Yes.
In the mirror.
I grew it myself. No extension.
She's quick-witted, this one. Get ready for lots of perfectly timed jokes. Wonder where she got those from. Okay. Just roughly put this back. It's not gonna be perfect. Don't expect anything too pretty yet. We can get to that later. Okay. Should be good enough for now. So, we're gonna start by brushing these eyebrows. And wait, where is... Oh. Hiding behind her. This is what we're going to be using. And I do want to note that all of this makeup belongs to this lovely lady. I had nothing to do with the supplies of this video, which was nice. Being the older sister, felt really proud. She had everything we needed. It was pretty amazing. I like these tools in general because they are rubbery, and although it looks like she probably reuses this one, they're great if you are a makeup artist or just doing makeup on someone other than yourself. It's kind of like a hygienic single-use mascara wand, which is nice. Not very eco-friendly, but does serve a purpose.
It is eco-friendly if you use it like me and just keep the same one.
True. And it does a really good job at brushing these up and out of her way. And as much as I want to subject her to some pain today by plucking her eyebrows, I'm gonna spare her the expense.
Yeah, I don't pluck my eyebrows.
But I really want to right now. I can see the potential. But I like that you keep them nice and furry. Bushy brow. She's always had the most, like, luscious eyelashes, thick brows, really thick hair. My other sister and I weren't as lucky with the hair genes.
They think I'm lucky, but they are a menace.
Well,
hard to tame.
I hope you can at least enjoy it for us somewhat, because
I'm enjoying it.
I'm sure some of you can understand why it's idolized. Do you want to do this yourself?
Oh, you can do it.
Okay.
I trust you.
I'm gonna have you look down. Yeah. Does that hurt?
No.
Perfect. Her eyelashes are just as stubborn as mine are. She said also that she curls them after she does her mascara.
Oh my god, you're calling me out.
I think it's insane, but we're gonna do that today since that's
Dude, it works.
her routine.
And it looks so good.
I cannot It is what it is. She still has quite a lot of eyelashes, which that's why I've heard not to do it, is because it rips them out. And she still has a bunch of them, so how bad can it really be? Okay. Very nice. Before we go any farther, she was complaining about some dry lips earlier. So I'm gonna use my favorite product in the whole world, Aquaphor, which she can finally attest to what I've been saying for months now. This was a staple in our household.
Yes.
Forever. We
So
had
long.
a huge tub of it. A tub of this stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Put it on everything.
Mm-hmm. I would always get really dry eyes. Mom would be like,
Lather it up.
I used to hate how it smells. Now I really like it.
To me, it smells like absolutely nothing.
Really? I smell it. I always smell it.
What do you think it smells like?
Kind of more around like medical kind of smelling.
Sure.
Like,
Sterile?
yes, sterile. That was the word I was looking for.
Her lips are pretty dry, so I'm gonna put a nice thick layer on and hopefully it will absorb by the time I am doing everything else. Thank you for holding still. Okay. There we go. How does it feel?
Better than I did before.
Amazing.
They were really hard.
Is there too much?
No. Okay. Oh no, when I do it, there's like, it looks like there's like clumps. Because I'm like, just moisturize.
Sorry. Alright, so now we are going to move on from the eyes to the face. I don't know why, but I personally like to curl my eyelashes before I do anything else. That's just my routine. But we're gonna put on some blush. And I'm gonna do my best again with the supplies I have. I'm not sure what's going on with this.
I used to use my blush as lipstick because for a long time I was scared to get lipstick because it felt a little bit too much like adult things. So I would use my blush and it ruined my blush. So I was like, maybe I should actually get lipstick.
Did you say adult things?
Yeah, I felt like an adult thing.
And you didn't want to grow up?
Well, I was like 15, so no.
Sure.
No, because that means like doing taxes.
That's certainly true. Do you wear lipstick now as an adult, though?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I really like red lipstick. It works well with my skin tone.
Interesting. Because I feel like I cannot relate to that. And I think we have the same skin tone, but maybe not. This is a very fine bristled brush. It's honestly really soft. What brand is it? Sonia Casher? There you go. We don't gatekeep here. We'll tell you all the products.
If we know them.
If we know them, that's true. If they're not thrifted, which makeup wouldn't have been.
No, but Mom got that for me, so I have no idea.
It's nice. I just assumed because it says SK.
Because Blooper chewed up mine.
That's one of the dogs, if you were curious. I'm sure you could have inferred that, but just in case you had no idea. Ugh, I really want this to pop. It's not gonna though.
That's the wrong side.
Oh, that's why. Amazing. This is really cool.
I know, I like it. And it keeps the brush nice.
Yeah. Nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good too. Let me make sure I get this evenly on both sides. Gotta get the nice fine here. Okay. What do you use to apply this?
My fingers.
Okay.
I feel like that's what works best.
We have some highlighter here. This is the Too Faced highlighter. And apparently we're gonna put it on with our fingers.
I feel so called out today.
One finger or two fingers?
I usually just use one.
Okay. Pretty beautiful. Alright. Here. Turn this side. And turn back the other way. Okay. Go like this. Nice. Very subtle. I almost want to put some on your eyelid, like under your brow bone.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Very, very pretty. Yet subtle. Ah, right. I am going to go in with some mascara now. This is Roller Lash from Benefit Cosmetics. Again, I'm gonna have you look down and then blink, blink, blink.
This reminds me of when I was a kid and you would do this for me.
Blink, blink, good, blink,
Same thing. Look down. And blink. 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 Good. Blink. Again. Blink. Blink. Look up. Okay, look at the camera. And blink. Okay, look at me. Perfect. So good. Okay. I honestly don't feel like I need to curl them again.
Okay.
I'm also gonna put a little bit of this highlighter on your nose. Like that. Okay. What you doing over there? You're so funny.
That's the same funny face that I make.
Okay, letting this.
Luscious lock of yours back down.
You guys won't even believe this, but I used to have white hair for years.
That's true.
I used to have like really blonde white hair. People used to say I looked like the girl from Game of Thrones.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
That's funny. I've been told I look like her too.
Really?
But not because of my hair, I don't think. I'm sure it wasn't just because of your hair either.
Well, yeah. But I feel like the hair definitely
Helps, yeah, for sure.
I got Elsa from Little Kids, and then I got Daenerys.
Adults.
Could you imagine if I got Daenerys from a child?
They would just be very cultured and desensitized, I'm sure. No offense to anyone that watches Game of Thrones. I'm not saying you're desensitized, but if a kid was watching that show, which, if there's anyone out there that has a kid that's watching Game of Thrones, let me know how they turned out. Love to hear.
To be fair, Mom showed me Dirty Dancing when I was 8.
It's pretty much the equivalent, I suppose. In a different way.
hair so long it's going into the sink. Yeah, sounds about right. So pretty. Alright.
I was secretly using that as a little waiting time for that first coat of mascara to dry, and we're gonna apply one more before we move on to some relaxation, because I need her to be in a good mood for the video we're gonna film. Go ahead and blink. Blink, blink, good, blink, blink. Okay, look up. Blink. Blink. Okay. Okay. Blink. Okay, I know what I need. This guy, she has this super cool tool that allows you to comb through the eyelash. There we go. Look up. Blink. Blink. Okay, look at me. Very nice. Just gonna put a little bit on the bottom. Look up. Look at me. Whoa. Your blonde eyelashes are so much longer than
They're very long. Surprise.
Wow. I told you guys. Luscious eyelashes. Look at how big those eyes are. So beautiful. so beautiful, sister. Alright. I'm gonna clean our makeup off the counter. Oh, I never did eyeliner. I think you look good without it. I know what else I need to do. We need to
Be careful if you do it right after the mascara. It will make it go all over my face.
Okay. So wait, how long?
I would say wait until do it very last.
Okay. Alright, we'll keep that out. Thank you for informing me.
Because I have made that mistake before. Oh man, it's brutal.
I'm sure it is. How are your lips?
They feel better.
I'm just gonna use a Q-tip to wipe off some of the mascara that got on her eyelid. Okay, look up. There we go. Very nice. And now, I'm gonna give her a little scalp massage. Hopefully it doesn't work too well. Sometimes I get too big of shivers with this thing. I can't use it. Oh my god. No, it's fine. Hold on. I'll fix it. Okay.
It was worth it.
I was gonna do it again, but I just could see how messed up everything was becoming. Okay. Again. Gonna make sure you don't get blanked this time. There we go.
It's like an itch I didn't even know needed to be scratched.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This back out. Sometimes you have to take 2 steps forward and 1 back. But it was worth it for that 1 step forward. If you would be so kind, tell us a story from growing up together in our household that you have fond memories of.
Well, when I was probably around 5 or 6, my sister, she really liked to have sleepovers and watch Ratatouille. And our middle sister was not invited because she would tell my mom that it was happening and that we were staying up all night.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was not allowed. So as the youngest, it was very fun for me to have my own little secret thing because, you know, the youngest, we're usually like left out a bit more. So we would go in and she would usually fall asleep around 20 minutes into the movie, and I would like be on her floor with like a pillow, sometimes a blanket, sometimes not, and I would just watch Ratatouille, and then once it was over, I would watch it again because I still liked the little sister bonding time even though she was asleep.
Aww.
And then
That's so funny. Oh, you know what's funny is I always used to make fun of my dad for doing that same thing, falling asleep like 20 minutes into a movie that we were supposed to watch together. And here I am, a hypocrite my entire life, and I didn't even realize. That's so sad.
yeah, you would always fall, but you'd be tired. I get it. You would try your best.
Also, your company would be soothing for me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Honestly, I was thinking about those times recently on one of my drives home. You guys know how it goes when you're driving. If you drive,
Yeah, I can't drive.
if you
I
drive,
don't know how it goes.
if you drive, then you know that sometimes it just becomes your thinking time. And I was reminiscing on these days of our lives, and
I love that show.
I
Never seen
was thinking about how I really invited her in because I was lonely, and I unintentionally started calling it like best sister time, and I just was like, I can't believe I was calling either of my sisters the best sister and like pitting them against each other in a competition, all because I wanted to spend time with them and like be in their company. However, due to the fact of what she already said about the middle one snitching on us constantly.
To be fair, later on it was me who was the snitch. I feel like we all went through a phase where we wanted
The
our mom to
best
like us.
sister pyramid certainly revolved between who was on top.
100%.
And I honestly think it still remains like that to this day, subconsciously, but we get along much
better.
and like more deeply. Like I feel like we have a better understanding of all of our shared trauma with our family, but also why we appreciate where we came from and who we have become because of all of those things. Hopefully you can share a similar relationship with your own sibling, because it's been a really cool thing to explore.
We are definitely, me and her, I had fights in the past. You know, we didn't always have a very tight relationship, especially when I was like a teenager, and she was a little bit, because she's 6 years older than me, so you know, like that's gonna happen. I was in my like preteen angsty phase, and she was like, please stop, I'm an adult, please stop.
I also had a phase like that, but when she was too young to understand. So she was like, why are you so angsty? Life is great. Which is funny to see how that happens throughout the time. Eventually, people come to understand the angst that you once carried.
It's very true.
It was nice. It was nice when that happened, although difficult to watch both of my sisters at different times go through their own angsty era.
It's just a part of life. I feel like
it's worth it for the next stage, which you know yourself better and you have more confidence in the things you like and don't like.
And then you guys can someday laugh about it and be like, man, if only we knew. If only we could go back.
Totally. Feels like you only learn what people were really going through after the fact, because
hindsight is always 20.
I say that all the time.
I know, I say that too. I'm getting a call. What's called me?
This girl is a major Office fan. She loves The Office. She used to use it as her comfort show. And she just falls asleep. Dang, I'm surprised it's not on Do Not Disturb.
Or it is.
She just called a bunch of times to get through.
No, she's on like emergency bypass. She had a bad boyfriend, and yeah.
Anyway, she's a huge Office fan.
Yes.
She loves The Office.
Yeah.
She used to use it as a comfort show. She would just have it on repeat all the seasons.
Yeah, my friend.
Don't you have them on DVD?
I think so.
Yeah.
I also have an Office trivia game.
Fun.
I have so many Office stuff. But my friend, one time, I had a sleepover with her, and she told me that I actually laughed at the jokes in my sleep.
Oh my god.
Because I knew them so well that even when I was sleeping, I was laughing at the punchlines. Which is, I still think is so funny.
It is funny. I'm gonna put your hair in some braids.
Oh, okay.
Do you prefer normal braid or like a fishtail? Honestly, your hair is long enough. I could do like a 4 or 5 strand.
You have fun with it.
Okay.
You go wild.
I will.
When I was a kid, people would always want to do my hair.
Yeah, I can see why.
I also had someone when we used to dance. There was an older girl who I didn't even know. And one time she came up to me and she was like, hey, never dye your hair. And I was like, what? Because I was like 6. And I was like, oh, I need to think about it. And she was like, your natural highlights are so good. Never dye your hair. And that like scared me. I was like, oh.
I've had people say that same thing to me, but it never changed my highlights when I would go back.
Yeah, my highlights haven't changed. I mean, my hair has gotten darker as I've gotten older, and for a long time I held on to that dirty blonde Until it was literally not possible for me to say that anymore because people would be like, no, no, it is not. But I really held on to that because we were blonde when we were kids.
Yes, very much so.
And I was the only brunette. I was the only brunette when we were born. Everyone, our other sister, she didn't have any hair. She was so white.
She was bald.
Yeah, she was bald. As a baby, no.
No hair.
But her hair was so white that they thought it was bald. Like they thought she was bald.
That's crazy.
Because her hair was so light. And then mine was so dark. I came out with a full head of hair.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being jealous and being like, why does she get to be brunette? We're stuck with blonde. Because as a kid, I was really pressed about being thought of as intelligent due to the fact that as a blonde, you're stereotyped as a dumb blonde, just inherently, which always bothered me, of course, and was partially why I wanted to be a brunette, because I wanted people to take me seriously from their first impressions.
See, I wanted to be blonde because I really looked up to my sisters, and they were both blonde. And also, our other sister used to tell me I was adopted because I had brown hair. Yes, she did. She would try to convince me I was adopted.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that. Good thing you didn't believe her.
Well, yeah, because I was like, there's no way. We all look so alike. There's no way.
Yes. It's very true.
But, yeah, I always wanted to have blonde hair. Because both of my sisters had blonde hair, and I was like, I want to look like my sisters. Because everyone in my grade used to be like, your sister is so pretty, she's so beautiful.
Oh.
They would, all the time. Like, every time I was on the bus, they would pull up your Instagram and be like, look how pretty your sister is. And I'd be like, oh, I know. Like, I don't. I live with her.
Funny, the voice was crazy. I haven't done this since our road trip to Vegas in the rental car.
Oh my god.
One time, our dad, who brags so much, endlessly, about his impeccable driving record and the fact that he has never gotten in an accident, which, on the other hand, my mother has unfortunately had quite a few accidents under her belt. But I digress back to the fact that we were once on this trip to Vegas. We were in Vegas, actually. We had arrived, and we were getting one of my dad's favorite restaurants. And can you tell them what the restaurant was?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box is my dad's favorite restaurant.
And it's a very controversial favorite restaurant. I know some people really hate Jack in the Box, and some people think it's like the most delicious thing. Our dad, like, he would get like 10 tacos, I think.
Yeah.
Like, so many.
Yeah.
And he would eat them all.
Yep, in one sitting.
In one sitting, like, no leftovers.
So crazy. So yeah, we're at a Jack in the Box in Vegas in a rental car, which is why this story is even more hilarious to me, because of course the one time my dad does hit something, it's in a rental car, not our own car. And we're backing out We're backing out of the parking lot of this Jack in the Box, and my dad hits this like concrete pillar that's basically just,
I like don't even know how he did that.
it was the boundary of the parking lot pretty much, and he hit it. I think we had a backup camera and everything. Like,
Yeah,
it was a nice rental car.
Genuinely, I have no clue like how he managed to do that.
He hit the pillar and obviously never wanted anyone to talk about it because he didn't want to admit that he had made a mistake, and his impeccable driving record was no longer impeccable.
There was another time, I don't know if you were here for this, but he would always, so yes, his impeccable driving skills. We are on our way to a dance competition and we were already late, and he was speeding and we got pulled over. by a police officer, and someone from our dance studio literally was like, "Hey, we saw you being pulled over."
Oh my gosh.
And like we still bring that up to him to this day. We're like, because he still is like, I'm such a...
I know, he's still like the perfect driving record. It's so funny that he clings to that.
Yeah, even though we have those stories where it's just...
We have the receipts. You were there. We've seen the mistakes.
Your kids never forget your mistakes.
No, unfortunately, they do not. Okay. Here's my
It's really good.
live stream braid thus far. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would, but
I have really long hair.
yeah, you do. It's crazy. It's easier once it gets closer to the bottom, though, because the pieces separate more. Yeah.
It's because the pieces near the bottom are the pieces that were dyed.
Sure.
So they're so dead. So dead.
Why don't you just cut them off?
Because I have an emotional attachment to my hair. I feel like your hair...
That's relatable.
Yeah, your hair has been a part of, like,
So many
your growth.
experiences.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, when I cut off my hair, it's usually something that I feel like is very, like, ceremonial.
Yeah, totally.
In a way.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of cutting off a part of my past. So I only do it when I really feel like I need to let go of something.
Sure. That makes sense.
That's why it's so long. Because I have not had that need in a while. But, I mean, as of recently, who knows?
Who knows? Maybe it could be time soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to tie her on.
Whenever I have braids, I always feel like Pippi Longstocking.
Pretty much long enough for that. Okay, one down. You're just gonna creep over to the other side and do the same thing.
I don't know, I think maybe we should just leave it. This is a good look.
Yeah, I think it looks nice.
Oh, yes. I think it's great. Reminds me of Crazy Hair Day.
Will you do me a favor and come this way?
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
I'm on this side now. And we're gonna go ahead and fade this out. One, two. Sorry.
Are you a more of a gold or a silver jewelry person?
Gold.
Gold?
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a silver.
Yeah, I've seen.
I'm not sure why. I just feel like gold doesn't usually go with what I'm wearing.
That makes sense. It has a lot to do with style and also skin tone and just your personal preference too.
I honestly have no idea what looks good on my skin tone. I kind of just like do whatever color I like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I like really don't know if it looks good on my skin or not. I'm glad I'm out of my orange phase, or else.
Hey, that was a nice favorite color for you to have.
Well, yeah, it was my favorite color because I really wanted to be different. All the girls in my school loved like pink and purple.
Sure.
And I was like, everyone likes pink and purple. What about orange? No one likes orange. And to be even more different, I was like, neon orange.
Yeah, you sure were.
Mm-hmm. Which, looking back on it, makes me cringe.
She's an orange kid.
I was such an orange kid. It was so bad.
It was okay.
Well, not for me.
Yes, it was. It was a necessary era.
Mm-hmm. It was my not like other girls era.
Yep. And you know what? You really weren't. You really weren't like the other girls. Well, thanks for sharing your stories.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have so many. And I just love to chat.
Let's hear another one.
Okay, I can think of another one from our childhood. Well, of course, there was when we all were going through our camera phase. I really do like that our parents did this. They got us these like little digital cameras, and we were really creative kids. We really were. We
would make up skits.
Yes, we would come up with whole storylines. Like there was Marsha Marshmallow going through the McDonald's drive-through, ordering marshmallows, which now thinking back on it
is
so weird. Cannibalism, kinda.
True.
It was a marshmallow eating marshmallow.
That's true.
Which is weird.
That was so up our humor alley.
Yes.
We thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
I'm sure we thought of that in the moment.
Yeah, we totally did. But I just remember there was one time where we had just discovered that if you turn over like the camera and draw on your chin, that you can make a face
out of your chin.
Yes.
So funny. I should do an ASMR video
like that. Because
we should do one together.
We can do that, absolutely. Because I just literally distinctly remember, like, you and
I'm Bob.
Yeah. You and I enjoyed, like, taking turns on the ground, and someone would be, like, right over us. Be like, hey, don't move your mouth that way. You're ruining it.
We were very serious about our projects. If you were the director, then you made sure your vision was being met.
And like they were definitely like, I feel like we were all very strong-willed, very like we knew ourselves.
Yes, totally.
We knew what we liked, we knew what we didn't like as kids, and we get into a lot of fights because we all like really wanted our own visions, and then if someone was...
And they were all very different from each other as such.
Yes, it's never the same, because we are all very different people. We just are. I'm sure there are siblings who are more similar in personalities, but when we were kids, we were all very different. And of course, my eldest sister, the one over here, she was 6 years older than me, so of course she had a little bit more maturity, and it was totally at a different like life stage. She was like already kind of like knew herself more. But me and my other sister, we would just like not listen. Like even though she was definitely right most of the time, we would just be like, no.
Yep. Little brats.
That is what you would call us.
Yeah.
Because we just like did not want to listen to anyone.
Nope.
We were rambunctious for sure.
Yep. My other sister and this one are only like a year and a couple months. Yeah. They're almost Irish twins, and so therefore they did pretty much everything together, and I always felt left out to a certain degree because I just, as she said, was so much farther apart in age.
And we also did share a room.
Yeah.
Like we were just bound by the hip.
Yep. They still kind of are. A little bit, because they still live together and I live separately, and I think it's interesting that we've continued that dynamic into our adulthood, and maybe the solution is that we all live together one day.
I'm sure
that would be really nice and easy on our pockets. We should definitely think about that.
Well, yeah, because we're thinking, I mean, we're literally going this weekend to look at apartments and stuff for our middle sister. Because I'm, like, not sure if I'm ready for that yet.
Sure.
still figuring all that
Who
out.
would she live with?
I think she just is gonna be by herself. But I'm not quite sure. Originally it was gonna be her, me, and my friend.
Yeah.
But our what we needed was like definitely not what she needed, because we have more flexibility with like where we are, and she really needs to be able to walk to her campus. So her location was like really important to her.
Sure.
And my friend, it was really important what kind of place we were at.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
So those things like did not mix very well,
Mm-hmm.
because my sister was willing to compromise on like what it looked like, and my friend was not.
Sure.
So that just like didn't work out.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm. Something else is in the cards.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
There we go. 2 5-strand braids.
You are so pretty, sister.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak over again if you wouldn't mind. Not the doorstop.
Just bring it on my hip.
Oh no, not the microphone. Gently. Okay. Come on back. All right. She is officially ready for our video shoot. And I'm so excited to see how it's gonna go. Stay tuned to see the finished product. And also make sure to return back to my channel in some time to see our funny chin ASMR video that I would actually like to execute, because thinking about how much we laughed at that as kids makes me feel like you just need to experience it. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for
And
that.
who knows, maybe by then we'll find like an old child video of it too to have along with it.
That's true, we could have the original.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed meeting one of my
Yes,
sisters.
nice to meet you all.
I can't guarantee you'll ever meet the other one because this isn't really her style, but we at least get one, which is good enough for me. And I'm just, yeah, this is really special that we got to do this together, so thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys being here. Bye for now. Oh yeah, you could do some ASMR with that. Very nice. Natural.
Who knows?
Anything I can do, she can do it better, I swear.
No.